Hi, this is Cynthia Horner from Right on Digital, and we are here with Krystal Joy Brown, who played Renee on our favorite series, Raising Kanan. So, Krystal, we're so sorry that your character got killed off. We loved you so much. Can you tell me
Well,
what it was like playing that particular character?
well, it was first of all an honor because I think that the show is really magnificent and really well done. And then also to be coming on as a mental health professional, as a therapist, as a social worker, to talk to our community about mental health. That's amazing to have the opportunity to kind of be that conduit in such a big, massive platform was incredible, even just to get the conversation started. And so,
Well,
yeah,
oh, go ahead. Sorry.
no, you go.
Okay. Um, we are experiencing a lot of mental health issues, particularly in communities of color. And we are also celebrating Mental Health Awareness Month. And as a therapist, even though it was just an acting part, I feel that you really did a lot to help the community because people really embraced your character and they loved the scenes with you and Marvin.
Oh, wow. Well, that's a big, huge compliment for me. And as a person who I started going to therapy when I was 23, and all of my friends were like, "That's the whitest thing you could do." There, we don't go to therapy, but we pray over it and let it go. Um, and and some things we have to really look at and have the ability to assess. And we, as Black people, as people of color, have gone through a ton of trauma and are going through it every day. And if I can, for 1 second, be a person that can help someone say, you know what, maybe I can see a therapist, maybe I can talk about anger management. And a lot of times, there's a lot of groups that are free. And because I think a lot of people think that it can be extremely expensive, but there is a lot out there for us to deal with the myriad and multitude of things that are traumatic in our lives. And I'm so happy to see that in the last 5, 6 years, so many people of color and Black people in particular are taking their mental health seriously, and that we are doing this, and that we are doing it collectively, and that we are doing it in our shows and our media to show people what is possible. Um, and also that we can also be therapists, that we can also be mental health care providers and take care of each other.
Right, that's important. Now, I know we'll have to wrap up soon. Can you give me a little nugget about what it was like working with London Brown since you had direct contact with him on the set all the time?
Yeah, I loved working with London because one of my favorite things that he would do is just he would ad lib, he would throw in things to throw a curveball, to throw it at you to see how you would react, or something that he saw that was playful, or something that he saw in a take that you were doing that he wanted to play off of. And so I love that ability to be a little bit more free and really lean into the artistry of like the playfulness. So that's one of the things that he's very like, he's very reserved. He's very thoughtful. He's very serious and professional when we're on set. And then in the scenes, he's extremely playful, and he's like, he wants to try different things. And he's just working with an actor who really knows what they're doing and also has such a great sense of like how to pull things out of you is such a benefit. So it was definitely very easy and very fun, just like, how are we going to do this? What are we going to play with? And how am I going to get through? And how is he going to get through to me? And so that was the funnest thing. And the best thing is that we just got to kind of ad lib sometimes and play. And just, even if it was just a look, even if it was just like, how are we going to stare at each other? Are we glaring? Are we what? And how, yeah, it kept me on my toes.
Well, I know I interviewed him recently and we talked about the fact that he loved interacting with characters and including food. He said that he
Oh, yeah.
loved being able to show that side of him, and all of his fans love that about him at this point. Yeah. Now,
Yeah.
now, before we go, can you give us a couple of your beauty tips? Because you're absolutely stunning.
Oh,
So,
oh, oh my gosh. Oh, I've become obsessed with Juvia makeup. Like every single thing that I'm wearing right now is Juvia.
Oh,
Um, I really love this makeup brand. It's Juvia. Juvia's Place is the website. I am not sponsored by them. They pay me no money to say this, but I think it's Black owned, woman owned, and it's also um it's just incredible makeup. And I'm vegan and I like to drink a lot of water. I'm also sober, so that helps. As a person who has taken my mental health very seriously, like I think also just taking care of my body as best as I possibly can helps me with my mental health. So that's what I try to do to stay ahead of the game.
okay. So how can they follow you on social media? What's your best is it Instagram?
Yes, my Instagram is just my name, Krystal Joy Brown at Krystal Joy Brown. And I'm so slow on TikTok, but I'm getting there. And now that I'm not doing 8 shows a week, I hope to build my TikTok a bit more. But it's only KJB on TikTok, and yep, Twitter and Instagram are at Krystal Joy Brown.
Okay, well, I want to thank you for the interview, and please don't be a stranger. Got a home with Right On Digital if you ever want to talk about your upcoming projects.
Well, awesome. Thank you so much. I so appreciate that. I hope everyone comes to see Merrily We Roll Along. I'm playing opposite Daniel Radcliffe and Jonathan Groff, and we're starting in November
Oh, great.
in the theater. It's off Broadway
Okay.
and then hopefully coming to Broadway.
Okay. Thank you and have a wonderful day.
Thanks, you too.